Hey everybody, it's Mr. Pratt here, and today we're going to be doing some dribbling. Now today's video is going to feature dribbling with our hands. The most common sport where this skill is used would be basketball, but it's really handy in lots of different games, activities, and sports across the world. So knowing how to dribble is a really important sports skill. It's also one of those movement skills that's going to help with your hand-eye coordination, spatial awareness, and just general confidence in athletics. So it's really important that you master the skill of dribbling with your hands. So today's video is going to feature me doing a bunch of different dribbling skills that I do with students of all ages. Depending on your student's skill level and an individual skill level, I usually show them all of these activities on the first lesson of a unit or a theme, and then for every day afterwards we do this for 3 to 5 minutes at the start of every class for our warm-up. Students can then choose their own challenge by choice, you could say, and work on any dribbling skills that they would like to work on. All of these skills are going to be great for creating, like I said, spatial awareness and building that capacity to be able to dribble. There will be a bunch of modifications at the end of this video of ways you can switch this up, but the basics of this video will show you some of the fundamental ways to build dribbling competence in your students. At the end of this video, I'm also featuring a really cool app called Home Court. I just discovered this app recently and I really wish I would have had it when I was a kid. It's a great way to incorporate technology into advancing your dribbling skills. There's some awesome games, as you'll see, like dribbling a ball and trying to contact a target. There's also just general agility drills, as well as soccer drills or dribbling with your feet drills, and all kinds of different activities you can do. Best of all, there's even some cross-curricular connections that include spelling, mathematics, and movement. This is my favorite part of the app, and you'll see that at the end of this video. Alright, so what you're going to see here is me starting with some general ball handling. Just going around the waist, I'll be going around the knees, and I'll be going around the head. When you're doing this, always make sure to switch directions and go both ways. You'll see me do that sometimes in the video, sometimes I won't, but it's important that you do both directions. So for a modification for beginners, have them touch the ball to their body. This last one here is the corkscrew. You're combining all three skills, putting them in to a big pattern. So you're going head, waist, knees, knees, waist, head, and you're repeating the pattern. It's great for spatial awareness, understanding where the ball is in relative to your body. This one, you're just rolling it behind your back and under your legs. Again, great for spatial awareness. Here we're doing some throwing and catching, getting the hands warm, throwing it up, clapping as many times as you can, or throwing it up, spinning and catching it. Here we're rolling the ball in a figure 8 pattern through our legs. You can also just do a single foot, roll it around your foot. Again, all working on that ball positioning, spatial awareness. Here we're doing a figure 8 in the air, weaving through our legs. Here, another ball control drill. It's a simplified version and an advanced version. Again, working on that spatial awareness, dropping the ball off of our head, catching it behind our back. More advanced would be throwing it over our head and catching it. Here you're going to see me demonstrating the triple threat position before I start dribbling. From this position, I can shoot, I can pass, and I can dribble, so it's always important to maintain this position. Now started a right hand dribble, dribbling average, low, high, working on that range of motion, ball control. Here I'm moving the ball forwards and backwards in front of my body, called the windshield wiper. This would be a windshield wiper to the side, going front to back with the ball, working on that range of control. Here, just a basic crossover, switching hands, doing a wide crossover, working on that control, pushing those boundaries a little bit. Here we're getting the fingers nice and warmed up, doing some piano dribbling, and then we're getting into some more advanced dribbling skills like trying through the legs. Students, when they first start learning this, of course, usually lift a leg. No problem with that. Here we're doing some around the back, so dribbling the ball, looking, bouncing behind us, and when students get a little more advanced, they shouldn't have to look at all. And then I always get into some tricks and do some funny kind of dribbling. Okay, this is called the spider dribble. You're touching twice in the front, twice in the back. Having the ball on the ground to start to learn the pattern is a great idea before you try out the full thing. And here I'm doing another trick, a couple tricks that you can try with your students, all just for fun. Okay, these aren't actual really, but dribbling skills, just things that they seem to have a lot of fun trying out. So picking the ball up off the ground, faking out your opponent, spinning the ball along your chest, spinning the ball on your finger. These kind of things really increase student engagement, and students are really likely to try practicing these things on their own, so it gives them a lot of ideas to try ball handling. Now, typically I'd introduce maybe one of these trickier skills per lesson and make sure you remind students that these are very difficult skills to master. They're fun to try, but don't have expectations that you're going to be able to do them the first time you're trying. Most of these took me a couple years to figure out how to do. Now, please keep in mind, challenge by choice is really important here. Students in grade 1 sometimes can do more than students in grade 5. It totally depends on the individual and their experience. So show students different ways to ball handle and dribble. Give them lots of different options, and then give them some choice to choose. That way they'll be able to choose things that make them feel more successful, and you're going to be working on those skills regardless. It's also important to provide different modifications for each skill, as you'll see me talk about in the video. So whether it's dribbling fast, dribbling slow, those are the kind of things that you can change to make it challenging for everybody. I always like to remind students that if NBA players still practice right and left hand dribbling, they probably can too. Alright, so now you're going to see me dive into the home court app a little bit here. The first video you're going to see is me practicing some basic single target dribbling. So you're dribbling and the app actually gives you targets to hit in space. I have it up on my Apple TV just to make it a little easier for you to see how the app would work, but this is exactly what it would look like in the app. So you're dribbling, having to switch hands, shuffle, and contact different targets. At the end, it's kind of cool. You earn little badges and it gives you kind of a performance breakdown. Home court also offers really great activities just for basic reaction time. As you'll see in this little clip here, my kid's helping me hit the targets, and you're trying to get different targets, shuffling, all that kind of stuff. And the best part is it offers cross-curricular activities like spelling, where you're exercising and trying to spell as well, and it's actually leveled by grades, which is super cool. So this is a great app for movement and academics. That about does it for our dribbling video. I hope you enjoyed learning about these different skills and ways you can improve student, kids, or adult learners' dribbling abilities. This will really help with their confidence, their ability to play sports like basketball and other games and activities, and it'll make your Phys Ed class or your activities that you're playing much more fun. Remember that when people are successful, they're a lot more likely to have fun and enjoy being active. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. This is Mr. Pratt signing off from Dribbling.